Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi.
Hi.
We have a replacement host today. It's Michael. Michael's with us today. Say good morning. You got to talk because this is on the radio.
Hi.
Hi, Michael.
The wave was nice.
How are you?
Good.
You excited about T-ball?
Hi, Oscar.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Pony.
Hi.
Oh.
And now the most important of all, Mike, Dan O'Brien.
Hi, Dan O'Brien.
Hi.
With disdain.
Hey, did you just get a haircut? You look sharp.
I didn't get a haircut.
Oh, well, I think you look very nice. You're combing it well. Are you excited about T-ball?
Mom made my hair.
Mom made my hair.
Well, she combs his hair. Can you sit up a little straighter? We were talking about T-ball before. Thank you, Mommy. The producer just leaned in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Gilman.
Yeah, he's out of time.
Hey,
He's got to go.
Got to rap.
You want to say something? You got the microphone in your hand. You want to make a sound on the microphone?
Uh-huh.
You want to go bleh, bleh, bleh.
certain part of our audience loves it. You know, I don't think we've ever asked Michael, do you know any songs?
I have enough money to buy a gun.
Jeez.
Remember, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
You know.
What goes on when we turn these mics on, Mike?
I believe you mean
He's a
toy
child.
gun?
A toy gun.
The toy gun.
Yeah,
Thanks for
okay.
the clarification.
Nice
At
save.
the Bass Pro Shop.
But that,
I want to have guns, but I want a gun.
yeah, but Daddy doesn't like guns.
But I'm the only one who likes guns.
Can't you buy?
Welcome to my world.
No, I never done that.
You don't want to do that. All right. Hey, I want to congratulate you. Okay. Can I show this? Can you tell the guys what this is? Do you remember this from yesterday? You know what this is?
No.
That's your certificate. You know what you got it for?
Concealed carry?
You did something special. Can you hold it up? There it is.
Yes.
Hey, 1,000
Congratulations,
books!
because how many books did
1,000
you read?
books.
1,000 bucks.
You read 1,000 books.
Woo. Go, Michael.
You read 1,000 books because you're a smart boy, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And are you going to school in a minute?
No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're going to school. Who are your friends at school?
Ryan.
Who else? Anybody else? Huh? Who are your teachers?
Miss Linda.
Do you like Miss? Can you sit up so we can see you on the camera? There you go. Miss Linda. Who else? Who's your other?
Is Miss
teacher?
Linda pretty?
Is she married?
Stop.
She was married by the army man.
Oh, she's married to an army man? That's wonderful.
He surveyed the scene.
Yeah, I bet he
You
has
like-
a gun.
what's your favorite thing to do at school?
Play.
Play?
Yeah.
What are you gonna? Are you be playing outside today? Are the girls gonna chase you? Who are the girls that chase you?
Kylie and Hope and Bella.
Well,
Kylie,
Oh my
Bella,
gosh.
Bella.
Okay, Bella.
They all chase you? Why do they chase you? Because you're so good looking?
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
no one does.
Maybe if you let them catch you, you might like it.
No.
All right, I'm gonna point to the screen. I'm gonna point to the screen now, and I want to see if you can identify all the guys. What's his name? Which one is that? Which guy is that? You can say. You remember the names. You can guess. Oh, come on. That's Rob.
Rob.
Thank you.
With two B's. Two B's.
Who's that? That's Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah.
That's Pony Boy.
Pony.
Pony. That's
Pony, he
right.
knows.
And do you have to go to school now? Can you say goodbye to our audience? Say goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, Michael. Hey,
And
when
he's
you go
gone.
to school, say hi to Bella.
And he's gone.
Have a
Yeah.
good
Off
one.
like a
He
shot.
killed.
What's with him and the guns?
He likes toy guns like any boy likes toy guns, and I'm sort of ambivalent.
Boys
you
with
know,
their toys.
Yeah.
I mean, you go into Bass Pro Shops and they have a lot of, they want to encourage that culture so that they can feed it for the rest of their lives. And so,
You
they're
might as well buy
they're
him
toy
the-
guns everywhere.
Buy the toy gun. Otherwise, you're just going to use a stick and say it's a gun.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like if I withhold the gun from him at this early age,
He's gonna love it.
They're gonna get him anyways.
They're going to get
That's right. Gospel
remember-
according to Pony.
Hey, and remember, but the thing is, toy guns don't hurt people. Kids do.
Yeah.
No.
So
Toy
that's,
guns
He
kill
said
toy
he's
people.
the only one that likes guns.
He's fighting an
because-
uphill battle in that house.
It's tough. It's tough, but it's my world, and I'm very frustrated because it's not. If it was up to me, he wouldn't have guns in the house. That's just the way I look at it. We wouldn't have guns. We wouldn't
Squirt
have guns.
guns
Period.
still
Yeah,
weird.
what about a squirt gun?
Well, squirt guns are problematic as well because they get the house wet. We don't. We don't linger outside.
Does
on
your
the
furniture
on the
grow
deck
when
of
it
the
gets
Jack Tar.
wet?
What?
Does your furniture grow when it gets wet?
You know what? Mold grows. That's what grows. Yeah. But anyway, that was a little visit from Michael William, who and there it is today. Let me read the certificate because I was going to do this without him. Congratulations! This certificate is awarded to Michael, who has enjoyed reading 1,000 books, presented on the 16th day of October in the year of our Lord 2017. They didn't say year. Of
I was
our
going
Lord.
to say, really? Yeah.
Having completed the 1,000 books before kindergarten program, Michael is now ready to shine in school, but we're going to redshirt him, so he's super, super lucky.
He maybe get 2,000 books by the time he starts school.
Yeah, it'll be very, very
Plenty of
exciting.
time,
So,
sure.
But it's not about us at all because it is the vignette this morning, and we're going to dive right in. So we have the rest of the show to do what we do, talk to you, because it's not about us. It's about you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
It's all about you.
Guns.
It's all about you.
Pistol.
All the time. All these things that I do. It's all about you.
Rifle.
It's all about you.
Saving up for a gun.
I'm the only one who likes guns.
There you go. There they go. Oh, it's 8:15. Leaving a little early? Going by the donut shop? Okay, have a great one. Hey, like those shades, dude. See you later. All right, start a little early taping on the Michael Mayer show.
and I
I was looking
appreciate
out my
that. Thank
window.
you.
I'm sorry. Hey, Rob writes this.
No, I don't.
And sometimes, okay,
This is
well,
all from your head.
I think it's really, but you don't get the emails I do. Can't you be a little nicer to him?
They're all from my
You know?
mother.
Yes. Well, I'll read what you wrote. Hey,
right.
fathead. Yes, you, Rob.
What?
Do we have any gifts, you dimwit?
Yes, we do, Mike. We've got some challenge coins for you.
Oh, very exciting.
Chris has sent these. These are from the USDAO in Seoul, Korea. They are a defense attaché service, an arm of the Department of Defense. 2 challenge coins from Chris for you that we'll mail down.
That's
This is the
that's
one-
wonderful. Save them and mail them up north. That's where I keep them all up there.
This is the one that is kind of neat, but you might have a problem with. This was given, I would say anonymously, a guy that met up with me at the Tuscarora football game.
Oh, you meet the only the best people. at
Did
the
he key your
Tuscarora
car?
football
No,
game.
he didn't write dirty words on my car. United
All right.
States Marine Corps, and I believe it is the division is 452. This is the only Marine Corps division that has ever been granted permission by Steinbrenner to use the New York Yankees logo.
Oh,
But it is so
burn.
cool. He also sent 2 patches for you. But the challenge
Those are
coin is
Yankee
pretty
patches.
Yeah, but they're for the 70.
The Yankees.
They're for this division of the United States Marine Corps. You don't hate America, do you?
Playoff
No, I don't hate America,
baseball
no.
team, Mike.
We'll
I don't
send
hate
them up.
America, but and the Yankees were in my show
They're,
prep today.
they're
Can I see
America's
those?
team, aren't they?
No, they are not America's
I
team.
think they might
America.
be. And
Go
also,
Mike,
Stros.
these are actually one of. I mean, these are some of the coolest coins
yeah,
I've
that's
ever seen.
pretty damn
I
cool.
will add them to the
Damn.
collection.
You can always put it,
son.
Mike. You can always put a Marine Corps logo out. on
Well,
your
you know,
rack.
the little guy you just had on the
Gorgeous.
show is going to get that collection. That's going to be one of the things I give to him when I leave the earthly plane. So I thought that
so pretty soon.
that pretty soon. Thank you, Rob. I
I
appreciate
can
that.
sell my coins for my guns.
That's wonderful. By the way, speaking of gifts,
Yeah.
the booze, specifically the Grand Marnier. Where is it?
It's on the way. Adrian sent it. I bet he didn't send it priority, but I know he sent it.
Dying to get that. Just wondering how long. Where is Adrian around or what? Is he not in today?
No, I think
No.
he's at the hotel being an hotelier.
I want my booze.
This comes from Janet Wood of Rochester, New York. She was so taken with our bit about Bing Crosby ice cream, she mailed me an unused carton container of actual Bing Crosby vanilla ice cream. This is
That is seriously almost worthy of framing and putting in the studio.
it is beautiful. So thank you.
Isn't that the kind of keepsake that we ought to just put up on the wall? That's fantastic.
Actually, you know what? Because it is unused, it has never actually been, turned into a container. It's all about the size of like a butter box. If you were to get a pound of butter,
Probably worth something
and
these
so it
days.
folds. So yeah, I'll put this in a frame. We can put it up in the studio.
Save it for a frame now.
Hey, you know what they say about Bing Crosby ice cream?
No bruises.
You can't beat it.
Hey, Pony Boy. Hope you didn't handle your little league baseballs like that carton you just dropped.
Hey, that
Yes,
was,
sirree, Butterfingers.
I think that was the other
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, it was big
Oh,
palms.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Boo.
Well, between the
Okay.
two of us, we're very, very athletically
Coordinated.
inclined. Yeah.
Well, does that mean now I get to go to the rest of the... Oh, happy birthday. Yes,
Yeah,
sirree.
please.
All right. Pony Boy's taking a picture of Bing Crosby ice cream.
Vanilla
Yeah.
ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream made from all the wondrous flavors of the world. Boo.
Look at it. It's pure white, just like Nathaniel's skin before I beat the hell out of him.
Hey, I didn't beat Nathaniel. I'd straighten out my ways. It was Gary that took the brunt of my anger. Boo.
Forgot also the twins.
Okay. Hey, let's dive into the mailbag right now. Dear TMOS crew, just so I don't appear to be a sea wife, I'd like you to give a shout out to my husband, Ed Scott,
Hey,
who
Ed.
will be celebrating 12 years as my better half. It's kind of an interesting way of putting it, don't you think?
Ed Scott, was he one of the Joy Boys?
Joy Boys.
Hi there. That's Willard Scott.
Okay.
There's no other person I'd rather annoy for fun or raise 3 crazy boys with. Thanks, Jamie Scott. I don't know why I'm reading the mailbag as Bing, but now it's on the brain.
I love it, man.
P.S. He did send flowers for our anniversary. Oh, that's good. Okay,
Sure.
so thank you very much. Dear Oscar, next letter says, my girlfriend of 4 years is currently 15 weeks pregnant with our first baby. We are finishing building a house together, and we are very secure in our relationship. However, when we just started talking about names for the baby, we ran into a major snag. Since we are not married, she is insisting that we hyphenate our child's last name rather than letting the baby have only my last name. That is a warning sign.
I think so. Yeah.
I keep telling her that it's tradition to have the baby keep the father's last name, but she insists that we are not married and we are living in a different world now. This is not cool with me. What do I do? I'm going to jump in on this one. What do I do? Thanks in advance, Nick from Vermont. Nick, what you do is you make her an honest woman and make that child legitimate.
Yes, you don't want a bastard.
No, but she insists that we are not married and we are living in a different world now. That is... No, but the fact is, get married. Solve the problem. Give the kid your last name. Come on.
I would say the opposite. Hold off, son. The hyphenation, not that big a deal if you don't have to deal with any legal fees or weddings or marriages. Really,
Are you saying that we are a part of the hyphenation?
I'm just saying she's gonna hyphenate regardless. Hold off for the legal duties. You take care of that baby, but if she gets fat, you can leave her.
Here.
Well, that's Oscar. Mike's point of view is, Nick, you're no better. You're no better than those cave dwellers that wrote on walls. Do you understand what I'm
Here,
saying?
here,
What was
yeah.
she down by the water hole and you just came up and back of her and ding a ding a ding a baby? That's the way. That's what happened.
What was
okay.
that movie? That old
Quest
that
for
movie,
Fire.
Quest for Fire.
Quest for
yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Still a great scene, isn't it?
Yeah. For some
Imagine
reason,
it-
it stuck with me.
It stuck with you because it stuck with all men and boys when we watched it.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
you
the
looked at
movie
that.
was only 20 seconds long because that's all I remember.
You look at it and you say, if that's the way it used to be,
Yeah.
you know, that the woman would go down to the watering hole and drink, and then
Come
the
back
guy could just
pregnant.
come up in back of her and kablaga.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good thing.
Why not
anyway,
now?
he says, P.S. for what it's worth, my last name is way better than hers. Mine is Lawrence, and hers is Doyle. Yuck. This seems like a problem relationship.
Doyle
Look,
Lawrence.
how about this? How about a
Lawrence
compromise?
Doyle.
Name the baby O'Mara.
I think that's nice.
Also, Mike,
Robert
to be fair,
Oscar O'Mara.
if you love her, marry her.
Yeah, it sounds to me, Oscar,
Yes.
like she's giving him a hard time.
See a good Lord
Perhaps
before
she may be fishing for the ring.
you know
Yes.
what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you love something, set it free. If it
Thank
loves
you,
you, it
Sting.
will come back. And
I
if
appreciate
it doesn't,
that.
it never was.
Okay, I get it.
Nevermore.
Daniel Tichy writes, on October 27th, my wife and I will embark on a 2-week cruise to celebrate with fruit fritters. My wife and I will embark on a 2-week cruise to celebrate our 20th anniversary. We will leave San Diego and traverse the Panama Canal, visiting several ports of call before arriving at Galveston on November 10th. Galveston, whoa, Galveston. It's a fan-damn-tastic trip planned by my super awesome wife, Stacy. So, why the advance notice? Well, I've refrained from listening to TMOS since October 12th, so I can bank a ton of shows. I love it when people do this.
Yes.
It's cool. Regular and bonus, and then binge listen on the trip. This is... these letters are the one thing that tells me that we have to be doing something right. Because when people binge, that means that listening to this show, one after the other, after the other, after the other, is the single thing people enjoy digesting more.
Yeah.
Books, television, movies. This is numero uno. That's why, because they're actually doing it when they are on a trip.
Sure.
I think it's fantastic. Here's the thing. My wife's only flaw is that she isn't a TMOS listener. Boo.
Gross.
Boo. In fact, she gets irritated that my son and I can't say the word face normally. Or that we constantly say that we are in the know. If Mike reads this letter, I will play it for her as we're sipping rum drinks in Cabo with our toes in the sand. It'll be a nice surprise for someone who tolerates me. She's the best wife ever, and I'm one lucky sumbitch. Well, what's... let me see. All right, does he have the name of the wife?
Doesn't mention it.
Stacy. He put it in there. Stacy, make everybody happy in the family. Listen to the Mike O'Mara Show. We have many women that love this show.
Yeah.
A lot of women that don't give us the really good listen, like one or two shows, kind of think that this is a male misogyny land here. No, we have lots of ladies.
A lot of hyphenated women.
Yeah, maybe she's
That's right.
drinking too many rum drinks.
Yeah, you know what? Perhaps she is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Or maybe she's not drinking enough.
So
I would say
the ratio's wrong somewhere.
If anything, we've been trying to break that glass ceiling with you, ladies.
We have, absolutely. Cabo. Gentlemen, I recently turned my colleague on to the podcast during a lengthy car trip together. He was quite impressed by the TMOS app, particularly the live stream, the call button, and the push notifications. I gave him some background on the show and each of the principles to help familiarize him with the podcast. I'm curious, though, as to how many episodes one should go back to start listening, given the changes in the format of the show, the personalities, and the huge number of inside references. Sounds like we change every day. We've had this incarnation of the show. Do we know how many years the three of us have been doing this show?
Well,
8 years.
December 7th, 2009.
Well, no, that's the whole show. I'm talking about the three of us. This incarnation.
I would have to guess May 23rd, 2013.
Thank you, Rob. Keep up the fight, Jeff Heller.
Wow.
Based
Nice
on Rob's
guess.
conversation earlier, I don't know why he knows that date. Anyway,
the grass needs cutting.
guys. We had wanted to upgrade our mattress for some time. Oh, boy. I'm a bigger guy, and I snore a lot, and I have awful back pain from our old mattress. We heard a lot of great things from Mike about his Sleep Number mattress. My wife, Jennifer, finally convinced me to go into the store and check one out. Going through the different mattresses, we settled on the adjustable P6 in the king-size split top. Good choice. So that she can sleep while I stay up. It was a major purchase, to be sure, but Mike convinced us to check it out, and I'm very happy we did. The first thing I told our sleep professional, Carlos, was that the Mike O'Mara Show brought us into the store. That's
the way to do it.
Yes.
I can't even begin to tell you how much that means to us in the show. Keep up the good work. We love the show. Jennifer was so happy that her birthday greeting got read this year and couldn't wait to listen to that episode and has been a listener ever since. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And that's thank you also to Michael Costello in Wichita, Kansas, where we sold a Sleep Number bed. I think that is very, very exciting. And by the way, it is a wonderful product. I tweaked my back earlier this week, brought the Sleep Number setting 2 nights ago up to 100 to the max. It's like a board. It's super firm. Problem solved. Woke up this morning feeling fantastic.
Amazing.
I love that product. Hi, boys. My 60-second trip around the sun started last Saturday on the 14th of October. I don't have any impression hoops for Mike to jump through. I just like a mention. Thanks, Gordon J. Glorfield. What a cool last name.
Glorfield?
Glorfield. Glorfield. Glorfield.
Glorfield.
Thank you. I love it. There you go. Not much more than that. Enjoy your trip around the sun. And moving right along. At the beginning of TMOS number 1867, or is this What?
Yeah,
Did I
this is
lose
a new
page?
letter. It's a new letter.
Okay. In the beginning of TMOS number 1867, I nearly lost it when Mike started playing one of my all-time favorite clips, the putting on the Ritz scene from Young Frankenstein, substituting himself for the brilliant doctor and Rofo for the monster. Normally, I would have reacted by unhinging my jaw and laughing along with the gang, but at that moment, I had just boarded a company shuttle loaded with unfamiliar coworkers.
Oh, no.
That's just a great sentence, isn't it?
Yeah.
I boarded a company shuttle loaded with unfamiliar coworkers who don't know me or the podcast. Out of a desire to preserve my budding career and not wishing to be seen as an immediate candidate for a straitjacket, this guy can write, I could only hug my head to my heaving chest and weep silent tears of joy.
Wow.
I am a proud bonus show subscriber. No sucking sounds here, and try to make all Amazon purchases via your show's website. Thank you, David of Dublin, California. David, you sound like an English major. You know how to write. And our final, I hold in my hand the final letter.
Hi-yo!
Yes. Hi-yo! I must offer belated congratulations to Oscar and Shannon, and deepest sympathies to the Spiewak family. Rob's stepdad sounded like an awesome guy.
Hey,
well, Rob did a good job of doing that.
Real quick, we had the visitation last night, and I'd like to thank
Yes.
the TMOS Elite Whiskey Society for sending flowers. I
Oh,
was
that's wonderful.
flabbergasted. And Sue Fedor, who drove all the way in to offer her condolences. Thank you,
That's
Sue.
very
Very
sweet.
generous.
That's
of you.
terrific. I must also send myself a belated birthday wish. And no, my wife wasn't forgetful. She just doesn't get it. I will not be asking for an impression, a trip to the store from Rob, or one of Oscar's multitude of gingerbread man voices. Instead, I ask my fellow listeners to buy a bonus show subscription. It's a treat for you and helps keep the show going, and I swear there are days where TMOS is the sole highlight of my day. TMOS will make sure you smile and laugh even when you weren't in the mood. So, won't you please help this old guy smile and buy a subscription? I like it when people do their own ads.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy Taylor of Anchorage, Alaska. P.S. Has Larry King called Oscar's mom to offer his congratulations yet? Might be it's a reason Rob put this in the
We have a bonus show coming up. Might be time to fire
Might
up
be
the
time.
old telephone.
Hello, Mrs. Amayos.
Oh, that will
Show.
be fun.
Are you happy they're all married off? Anyway, that's all, Rob. Start the show, you hum.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Hey. Hey, yourself. Oh, doesn't that hurt them? Doesn't seem to. That would bruise the hell out of me.
Who are you?
I'm Ernie Capadino. I'm a baseball scout. I saw you playing today. Not bad, not bad. You ever hear Walter Harvey makes Harvey bars? You know, the candy.
Yeah, we feed them to the cows when they're constipated.
That's the guy. He's starting a girls' baseball league, so we can make a buck while the boys are overseas. Want to play?
Huh?
Nice retort. Tryouts are in Chicago. It's a real league, professional.
Professional baseball?
Mm-hmm. They'll pay you $75 a week.
We only make 30 at the dairy.
Well then, this would be more, wouldn't it? You interested? Look, your country needs you, and you can not only play ball, but you're kind of a dolly. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, now I get it. Listen, mister, I'm a married woman. My husband's overseas.
Oh, relax. I'm talking looky, no touchy.
You know something? You're not nice.
Ooh, that one hurt. So long, milkmaids. Will you shut up?
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
We're live from the Pfeiffer Studios in the nation's capital. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, the Mike O'Mara Show, worldwide podcast and radio show. With loyal listeners who get it, and if you're here, you're in the know. Yeah, all right? We're on the air, on demand, and heard 24/7 on the new TMOS app. Update it now and get our show every day, all day. You can reach us at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. Clackety lackety. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now. Hey, we're brought to you by Draft. Draft is great for fantasy football fans. It's a wonderful new app that is getting more popular every single week. Draft is great, and I'm here to send out a special message. Serta, you're going down. You're going down, Serta.
Man.
Wow.
That's
Have
right,
you ever
Marcus
had a challenge
Serta.
issue to you?
Yes, Marcus Serta. Can you guys still see me, by the way?
Yes.
You look great.
All right. Sorry, I can't.
You
I
look
can't
excellent.
See you. I can't see you. Anyway, I'm going to tell. Hi, there you are. Marcus Serta is challenging me like 100 drafts now. Okay, Marcus, I dove into one. All right, I dove into one, and then and I just want
Is
you
it
to
a
know,
football
Marcus,
draft or like a baking draft or what is it?
it's a Mike versus Marcus draft.
A one-on-one. Have you ever gone 101?
Head to head.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm entering the draft right now. It's playdraft.com. I'm doing it on my computer. Drafts are wonderful. They last for just a week. There's no management, no salary. Just set it and forget it, ladies and gentlemen. And the best part, cold hard cash. Drafts start for just $1. If you want to go to the phone, it's Draft. You just look up Draft, put it on your phone, and you can do drafts every week. And if it's the computer, it's playdraft.com. Come and join us on Draft today. Download the app anytime. Just search Draft in your app store and join a game in minutes or play right from your computer, as I mentioned, on playdraft.com. The choice is yours. For a limited time only, all new players get a free entry into a draft when you make your first deposit, but you got to use the promo code TMOS. That's right. Play a real money game for free just for using promo code TMOS on your first deposit on Draft. Just search Draft in the App Store or go to playdraft.com and play free with promo code TMOS. And I'm just... I'm seeing. I usually do my drafts on the phone now because I do it with you guys, and so it's a little different when it's on Play Draft.
You know, it turned out I turned a profit this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very happy.
Let me look
with
into
that
my
one.
account once again
Yes.
for those of you keeping track at home. Oh, it's so heavy with money. I made so much money.
Hey, I'm
Open
happy
this
for
up.
both you boys. Yes, sir. Happy for both of you boys. Isn't that exciting?
These are just weekly drafts, right? For my stats. I'll give you my overall stats. On week 6, I made a total of $156.60.
Wow.
But remember, I tiered up because week 4 I made $8.10. Week 5 I made $36. And then when I really paid off, and I'll never win again.
You can't miss.
I've taken this all home already.
Exactly.
Is week 6.
You do such like NBA deep dives on everything, you know. Let me tell you what, down to the penny, I just look at what I got in there. Okay.
Yeah, well, Mike, I have such a big bet with you.
Yeah.
We're the high roller table, Mike. I have to aggregate all my bets to cover my downside. You know.
All I can tell you is I've participated in 9 drafts. I have $43.80 in my account. Marcus.
You know what that means? You don't have enough money to buy a gun.
And yes, I know. Thank you, Michael Williams. And greedy Marcus wants me to get into 5 different drafts. He wants to go mano a mano with me.
Head to head, Mike. Head to head.
He does. Let me do that. Hold on.
Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna go in there.
I think I played Marcus last week and I beat him.
Yeah, beat him.
You had an
beat him like
incredible
a Crosby job.
Yeah. Look,
you had an incredible week.
Enjoy the glory and the happiness, people, because sometimes streaks don't last.
He doesn't seem like a sports guy, Marcus.
Serta?
Yeah.
He probably is.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He's probably a Pats fan. Pats. The Pats.
I like to.
All right, I'm
going to
invite people. I'm going to invite people. I'm going to rock Marcus's world here. We're going to put. How many people can I put in my draft? How many people can I do that?
I think
I did the first
10.
page. I did the first page. There you go. Invite 6. So we're going to fill that draft up.
Stranger danger, Mike.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited. We'll see what
I
happens.
just got an invitation from Mike O'Mara to join a draft.
You know
go.
what? Ronick, and I got one from Ronick just now. It's crazy.
Oh, it's nutty.
And then I go up there. The draft will take place shortly, and I put it on auto draft mode, and I'm set to go. So I will, roll the slot machine and see what happens with my draft. You're in.
I'm in.
Very good.
You're
Good
in.
luck. Good luck. Oh,
And
Rob
good
had a
luck
little
to you.
bankroll this way. And
Oh,
good luck
yeah.
to you. Good luck, Rob.
Hey, Mike, I wish you all the best
I
and
know
a
you do.
sound victory.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, I got that thing out with Michael. I wanted to congratulate him. I wanted to tell you about dinner with the next door neighbors, which was wonderful. We lost our neighbors that were here for a very, very long time. The neighbors that that we moved down next to that I thought, no, they moved to another community, Rob.
Oh, okay.
And the neighbors that I was really excited when we moved down here full time, and then we realized they didn't like us.
Oh, I remember.
And so remember that because it was because I guess we didn't say yak or yak and yak, 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 yak. We just didn't have that sensibility. It
was an issue.
Didn't have a lot of Colts merchandise?
I don't know. He was cryptic. He wasn't. I think they were people that really, on the surface, wouldn't let you know what was really going on. But there was something about it. I know
Mole
at one
people,
point,
Mike, mole people.
I said at one point, we were outside their house talking to their son, who I really liked, and I always enjoy that. And the wife was in back of him.
How old is the son?
And the son was a grown son, and a really nice kid, super kid. And I'm talking, and I said something about going up to Maine, and I looked, and I caught her look, and her look was just like this. Whoa. You know what I mean? Where it's like, whoa, going up, like Pony, see how Pony reacted to that?
Yeah, like Kenny Bunk,
I saw that.
Like you're going to Kenny Bunkport.
Look at Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, Pony always reacts when he takes time to listen.
Yeah.
But see, I caught that, and Pony's the same way, and so I think that was their vibe on us. That's what. But I will never know. But the bottom line is
not fair for them to judge you on the surface because we've been to your place in Maine, and it is not.
They're both
not an
postage
eye-roll
stamps.
Place. Yeah. It's not
the family place, if it was in shape, would be, but the house I live in is not. You know,
it's
and that's
nice,
the family thing. That's or as well I like to call it, Casa Albatross.
Yes. If you've ever seen the movie Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House,
right? Exactly.
That's Mike's house in Maine.
Or
the Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
Or the what's the one with Tom? The Money Pit.
Yeah.
Let's bring it up to Mr. Bland. If you've ever seen the movie,
well,
if the 1.3 people in our audience
I've never
that have
seen
seen
it.
that movie, no one's seen that movie.
You've all seen it. It's in our video where we drove to Iowa.
That's the one where there's, but it's old.
It is, but it's classic, and it is part of the tapestry of this program.
So here it is. The thing about it is the
Rob
new
is
neighbors.
Rob is the Antiques Roadshow of audio.
That's right.
Well, Rob will make references to things from the 50s.
But he's got to sell us on the audio like they do on Antiques Roadshow. Tell me the story behind this audio.
I'm the Antiques Roadshow of audio, and he's the asshole of the human body. So we all serve a role.
Wow. My. Well, the point...
Was that a current enough reference for you? Yes.
Okay. Well, the point I'm trying to make here is that we got new neighbors last year. Yes. And we got new neighbors, and they are like super nice folks.
Like, that's cool.
Uber fun, uber cool, and we have now broken bread with them on 2 separate occasions, which is probably a better record than almost
both
anybody
an away game
in
for
this
you, or have you had them in your home yet?
We have we have been to their home, and we went to Cocoonville the last time.
Right on.
So they were here last week, and we went to Cocoonville, and I took. And you guys are going to love this, Oscar in particular. Okay, I'll do it anyway. I shouldn't. I didn't want to share this, but I will. Mrs. O'Mara has taken to coaching me socially.
Mike, some of the best communicators actually they rehearse their back and forth before they go into the back and forth.
Yeah.
Thank you. I listened to that.
Has she taught you about yes and?
What is that?
It's improv.
It's improv skills.
Mike,
where
you continue the conversation.
It's the way you advance the conversation. For example, if I were to be told that I am the, the Antiques Roadshow of audio, I would say yes, and that is what I do very well.
Yes.
And that's the way you advance it.
And
as
how
opposed
does
to
it
shutting
feel
it down.
like to be the a-hole of the body?
That's right. Yes. And do you like that?
I can answer that this way. Both of you shut up.
All
right. So here it is. So Mrs. O'Mara, as we are leading up to this dinner, and this is the first time she's done this. I have to say, first of all, these people are extremely nice. There's no. I'm trying to impress her. We've been there before, and everything's been fine. But Carla says to me, leading up to this dinner in the house, at some point, she goes, "Now listen, let people talk. Let people talk."
Oh boy.
And then as we're driving over in the car, now remember, and she's coaching. I said, "You're kind of giving me a little social anxiety with this coaching, but I have to say, like many things in my life, I believe in her instincts. I truly do. And I think that I tend to, especially with new people that I like,
yes,
I tend to get a tad manic. You throw in the fact that this is what we do for a living, where dead air is our enemy, and I kind of tend to babble.
Is it manic, or are you maybe showing off a bit?
I don't think it's showing off as much as trying to make a good impression.
Okay.
Showing off, I will show off with people I don't like a lot more than people I like. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Put them in their place.
Like I did it the other day with the guys that are all better golfers than me down here, the old men that are richer and better golfers, and I said something like, a guy was talking about being honored at his business. And I swear to God, this is what I said. I am so insecure up there. It was a ball-busting moment. And this is a guy that everybody busts his chops. And he said, yeah, I was honored, and they did this, and they did this, and they did this. Hey, Jim, you ought to come up to New Orleans in a month. I'm being honored by people that bought tickets.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a dick move, isn't it? But you have to understand that move was based on the fact that I was busting his balls.
Yeah,
so
I think that's well done. And
but see, Oscar's look tells me I shouldn't have said it. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. Yeah, it was an a-hole move. Yeah,
but so well done.
It's another story. I'm all over the place today. We'll take a break and come back. I will finish this little dinner thing because it involves booze.
Yay!
And a plea for our listeners to find me this booze because I want to drink it. I want to drink it.
I want to drink it.
We'll take a break, come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show.
God knows that I love.
Caution, ladies and gentlemen, the promo starts now. O'Reilly here. Hey, did you know the Mike O'Mara Show is always looking for interns? Did you know that? Huh? Did you know that? Well, you should. Of course they are. You know, interns, they show up, they get coffee, they help out. You know the drill. And if you're a college kid and you want to get your foot in the broadcast door, just email your resume and a letter of intent to Rob, that's with 2 B's, at MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's Spiewak Kid. He's your liaison. Spiewak! Best of all, every intern at TMOS is treated with respect and class, a professional environment. And if that part doesn't matter to you, I have a podcast too. Come intern at The Factor, where things can get a little handsy. Know what I mean? We'll do it live. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Filter Easy. When was the last time you changed your home air filter? I bet it's been a while, and you're supposed to do it at minimum 4 times a year. Did you know that? Do they teach you that here? Do you realize that you changed that thing or you're putting your family at risk? No, I don't want to overstate it. But the fact is, you're getting muckies in the air. Yes. Nobody wants muckies in the air. The fact is, you need Filter Easy. Let me tell you what new filters do for your health. They help it. What do you think of that? Anyway, Filter Easy. Brand new air filters delivered right to your door. I am not kidding you. I'm telling you the truth here. When a new filter comes to your home, that's how you know it's time to put it up in the thing.
Easy.
Nice reminder.
Right?
No more forgetting, and you don't have to worry about the hassle of storing extras. Now, for the love of God, they're easy to identify when they come to your door. So when the filter arrives, like mine did 3 weeks ago,
yes,
you look at it and you say, oh my goodness, the filter's here. I better change it. If you don't do that, there's no way I can possibly help you, and neither can the people at Filter Easy, because you're just not paying attention to what's right in front of your face.
What you should do is yell to that new neighbor and say, hey, I'm changing my filter.
Thank you. And you know what he would probably say?
What?
Hey, that's great, Mike. Fresh filters mean less dust in your home, less airborne allergens, and a 5 to 15% savings on heating and cooling costs because your systems are running cleaner, and you'll save on AC maintenance. We're moving out of the neighborhood now. You'll never forget to change your air filter again. Filter Easy delivers your exact size home filter to your door when it's time to replace it. Easy peasy. FilterEasy.com is offering all of our listeners their first delivery of a standard 1-inch air filter absolutely free with free shipping. You can't beat that. Never forget to change your air filter again. Just visit filtereasy.com/TMOS. Don't forget that TMOS.
Right.
I mean, for God's sakes, we got a guy in Wichita that went out and bought a whole mattress for us. You can put TMOS at the end of Filter Easy and get reminded about your filters every single time it's time to change them, okay?
Easy peasy, Filter Easy.
Yes. Enter the promo code TMOS on the homepage. Breathe easy and let Filter Easy do the remembering for you. Okay.
Do they teach you that here, Brad?
Filter Easy.
Yeah. I'm a single successful guy. No, it's the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So Neighbors.
You get prepped.
Okay, because this happened, because this came up and we married the two, I'll talk about two things. Okay. All right, I want to talk about dinner with the neighbors, but I also want to talk about, Oscar's going to say to me that, don't you realize it's always you? Yes, I know it's always me. It's always me that I always feel like this. I felt like this yesterday. I went out yesterday and I played with my boys, and I'm back to living the life that I wanted to when I moved down here, which is work and play in wonderful balance, and I love getting out there, even though I'm still in pain. I still love going out there and playing, and I think I'm going to get stronger. But I'm in the middle of rehabbing, and my golf game is crapola. And part of the joy.
Round last week. Are you not consistent?
It was an aberration. The first one I had, the first one back. That's when I was going la 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 la. Now I'm trying hard, and it's horrible. Yeah. It's horrible. I mean, I let me see if I'll hold my hand up.
All right.
And I'm going to show you an example as I'm golfing. I love golf. I have to say this, and I'm going to bore a lot of people here. But I'm going to show you with my hand the steadiness of my putting stroke, okay? This is Mike O'Mara putting, standing over the ball, getting ready. Time to putt.
Oh, dear. Moth-like.
You got the shakes.
I'm so yippy.
The yips.
I'm so yippy. It's terrible. But anyway, part of the joy of it is the socialization of it.
Sure.
And I come down here, and Oscar, I know what you're going to say. This is me. This is the inferiority thing. This is always in my head. But it is. And we're hanging out after the round, and a lot more people have arrived.
You're at the 19th hole?
And I'm sitting next to these people, and there's one guy that sits next to me, and the conversations are... They're civil. A guy actually bought me a beer yesterday afternoon after the round. But there is, to me, within my own mind, there's just this undercurrent of the fact that I am on the outside. I am on the out. I still feel like the interloper.
After all this time?
After all this time. I feel like the interloper.
You've probably owned down there longer than most of the people that you think are the insiders.
I would guarantee you that I am the longest serving member. Maybe there are two, maybe three other guys that have been there longer than
Mike is the chaos generator.
Maybe. You know what?
He needs chaos. You can't just enjoy it, Mike, and have fun.
When the Beatles were starting to have trouble.
They don't like me.
When the Beatles were starting to have trouble as an organization and they finally spoke, every one of them felt that they were the outsider. Ringo felt that the other three were tight, and John thought that the other three were tight. Maybe what you're feeling is common among everybody. Maybe you need to open up to them.
The thing about the... What do you mean open up? This is not a group you open up to.
I mean, when you have a beer and say, do you know what, guys? I think we're a great team.
Yeah,
okay. Why don't you come down? Why don't you come down, Arbuckle, and you can sit there and you can come down and you can hang out with the guys.
I embrace that nickname.
I know.
Or
Arbuckle.
you get the guys together and say, it's time for Trust Falls.
Yes, exactly.
No. See, this is, you don't get it.
Let's do an improv game.
This is not.
Yes, and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes, and I feel excluded.
Yes, and global warming may not be real.
Yes, and I love Indiana.
Memories. I'm not telling you guys anything. I'm not telling you anything anymore. So it's just my feeling. Yeah. Can I get back to my neighbors, please?
Please.
So when you have these folks, and it started, of course, I have to give her credit, starts with my wife and the relationship of this lady next door, this wonderful lady Diana, who is just super nice, and her husband's like a super smart guy, and he's an attorney. His name is Bruce, and they are, here's what I love about them. They're not like, I don't feel like outsiders. They're both from back east, and they come down here, and they're like I was a few years back, where they just pop in, and this is their vacation place. They come down, and they could not be nicer, and they just love life, and their story, because I did shut up and I did mostly listening that evening. Their story is one of. If I can be honest with you, and I hope I don't embarrass them, it's all about love and kindness and family and what they're about and who they support and their parents and their relationship and their kids, and they just are exemplary human beings, which I love being around that. I in my older years, I found. Probably closer older, maybe,
Okay.
I want to say. But they're just exemplary, in my opinion. And those are the people I like being around, those kind of human beings.
Don't blow it.
Whereas in my 30s and my 20s, 30s, and 40s, I wanted to be around the
Yeah.
crazy. That's right.
You wanted
That
a
was my
jester.
mistake.
Yeah.
Get on the boat, Shamrock.
Not Jeff Shamrock.
Oh, sorry.
Again,
I
with
would
that
have
name.
been. I think I would have done better if I had gravitated toward. I think you will see with a lot of radio personalities and people that do what I do in your younger days, for whatever reason. Everybody gets into the business for a different reason, but you gravitate towards the flash and the fun,
Excitement.
and the wine, women, and song, and it's not necessarily a
Fast
cool
cars
group
and
of
fast
people to be.
women and fast drugs.
It's just not good. But now I just really I like. Let's do a line.
Love Wednesdays.
So it's nice. You bastards.
But this is terrific because you have corrected your outlook.
Yes,
And not
I don't
only
even
have
know
you-
where I am in this show.
You
right
have
now, for
found a
Christ's sake.
couple that fulfills what you now deem as important.
No,
And
it's
that's
not
great.
that I now deem it. I've always probably known it's important. It's just nice to be around nice people. It's really, really nice to be around nice people that aren't prickly and it's
When you find someone that is a genuine good person,
It's great.
It's so rare, and
It's
you
so
actually
rare.
like make the effort to be friends with them.
Yeah.
it's so
Oh, it's so
rare.
fulfilling.
And I consider, I am going now on a series of next door neighbors
Colburns.
where I have where the you remember Richard up in
Richard
up in Manassas.
ruled, yes.
So technically,
does.
even though they're part timers, I consider myself once again. I've hit the jackpot with people that are next door neighbors. It's where
Lucky.
there's not just a friendly relationship, there is esteem.
Yeah.
And that is a blessing if you have a neighbor. Because, I've seen, I saw the Samuel L. Jackson movie, where he's the LA cop. I watched that just the other night. I forgot what that's
Or
called.
Disturbia.
Disturbia.
Now, those aren't good neighbors.
There are a lot of great movies. So the long and short of it, I like it. And during the dinner, they're from New Jersey, and they like
What town?
traditional. I don't remember. I'm not sure.
Morristown?
But they no, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what the.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the
What
town is.
exit?
You see,
Jesus
you gotta let
Christ!
him go
I don't know
by.
what the town is.
Gotta let him fly by.
Don't know what the town is.
Yeah.
But they like traditional, like Italian food. And when we
Sure.
went over there for dinner, she made this just amazing Italian food. And they like to eat and drink. And she ordered Italian food, and I ordered a piece of fish. And when her entree came, the quality of the Italian food was just wafting up my nostrils, and I had immediate food envy. And she's very fit, and she exercises, but she ordered this incredibly food that it was all I could do to say, "Excuse me, there's a fly on the wall," and grab her plate and switch plates because I wanted to eat what she
and
was
can
eating.
I have your dinner?
Also, a tell of Mike's is he ordered the fish.
Why is that?
He
a tell?
didn't want to order the fish.
No, that was coaching.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't want to. Well, I wanted to listen and eat fish.
Yes.
And that's your
but-
new book, isn't it? You can get
No,
it on
you
Amazon.
were putting your best foot forward is what you were doing.
I was allowed to as far as a beverage is concerned, I was allowed to have an old standard, and I did that
Which is?
with abundance. So I visited my friend Mr. Jameson.
Oh.
And I was behaved. I was
snap.
behaved. Although I will tell you, there were multiple of those, and then a Grand Marnier after dinner, which is one of my go-tos, and then she ordered a Kahlua drink. And once again, I was just, she's thinner and better, she's better conditioned on every measure than I am, and I'm looking over at that, and I'm just jealous all night long. So I got home after having probably 2 more than I should have.
Right.
And it was still relatively early. It was like, we ate super early. We were probably home by 9 o'clock. And I realized that we had Kahlua in the liquor cabinet.
Because
and
when
they also
you gave
talked
me your liquor cabinet at Manassas, I think there was 3 bottles of Kahlua that I got.
Carla I wanted to have a Kahlua last night, and she wouldn't allow me to have it.
Oh.
You know how many calories are in Kahlua? You know how many calories? You got to stop and listen. Your son's got T-ball on Saturday. You got to stop and listen. You know Kahlua. Don't have that. Are you
Coach
just?
Carla.
I mean, really? Yes.
On
Coach
Saturday.
Carla. Coach, my coach.
Yeah.
So I had that, and let me tell you something. When you end the night with that particular
Yes.
beverage, you're doomed. because you wake up in the morning and it's like you ate a chocolate sundae at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Did you mix it with?
It's too sweet.
Did you mix it with anything?
No, just milk.
Ice. Oh, just milk. Okay.
Ice and milk. It was, and then they talked about 43. Have you ever heard of that? It's apparently some liqueur that's in a Caribbean country.
Yeah, look that up. 43.
Not the president. Not the president. We're talking about the liqueur.
Is it like a 43 proof liquor?
I don't know. I don't think 43 proof.
43 ingredients?
If it's
43 proof wouldn't be that much.
Right.
43 and me.
43% alcohol would be slightly higher.
Your DNA for your alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
Well, proof is alcohol content, isn't
but
it?
proof is double the percentage of the alcohol. So if something is 80 proof, it's 40% alcohol.
So if it was 43, if it was 86% alcohol?
Yeah, it would be a little higher than standard.
Is it from Mexico?
I don't know where it's from.
Licor 43.
It's called 43.
Yes.
Anybody ever hear of it?
Licor. All I found is Licor 43.
Liqueur 43? Is it called Liqueur 43?
Yeah, and it has a big 43 on the label.
Does it say anything about it?
It's a Spanish liqueur.
Yeah. Really?
It's from. It's made from citrus and fruit juices, flavored with vanilla and other aromatic herbs and spices.
There we are.
For
No
a total
wonder I
of
want to have
43
it.
different ingredients made for fatties.
It's 62 proof. It is 62 proof, so it's a liqueur. It's not as hard as, say, a whiskey or a scotch.
Pony?
Yes.
Bring it to me.
Yes.
No, anyway.
Pony Express, the Constitution says so.
It's yummy, yummy, loving my tummy. That's
43.
It.
I want to try it. I want to try it.
Fantastic talk up record here. Love to be talking about liqueurs all day long. We don't have time, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Mike O'Mara's show. Beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Hope you're enjoying it. And here's little 43 Spanish liqueur, just like Spanish fly. Make love, everybody. We'll be right back.
You'll never find.
This week's Omericast was filled with a lot of important lessons.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
Hi, I'm Jim Amato. And this week I'm Marcus Serta's special guest. We learned a lot about proper phone etiquette on Wide Open Wednesdays, department stores to avoid,
Attention Kmart shoppers,
and the mystique of scissors. Download Omericast today and learn something new on the new TMOS app, on iTunes, or at MikeOMaraShow.com.
Thank you, Jim Amato. We appreciate that. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Cornerstone First Financial. Oscar, with your permission, I would like to bring in the announcer from the air show that I took my son to this weekend to do the Cornerstone First Financial.
Mike,
bring him in. Come on in, Rick. Yeah, here it is.
Thank you. Do you understand every aspect of refinancing? I don't. It's a complicated process, and with your money on the line, the last thing you want to do is jump in without a total understanding. That's why you got to call Cornerstone First Financial. Cornerstone's office is right here in our building.
Hold on. Hey, Rick, can't you do it, make it a little more friendly?
Friendly? All right, I'll do friendly for you. They're right in our building. They're fantastic people. I like Cornerstone First Financial. Interest rates are mighty low. Mighty low.
Hey, dude, you don't need to yell. You just, do the thing, okay?
All right. I'll take it right. Let me do it, okay? I can't do it if you're going to be grabbing the copy from me all the time. Hey, Cornerstone First Financial can show you the best way to free up some money for what you really need. You could be sitting on enough money right now to clear out that high-interest credit card debt, the P150. Plane is coming by right now.
You're not doing the air show. You're doing a commercial for Cornerstone First Financial.
All right. Okay. Anyway, Cornerstone First Financial will guide you to your best financial plan and get you there fast. Cornerstone First Financial. Click their banner on our website or call Cornerstone First Financial at 202-625-1221. In 1946, these airplanes were dubbed.
You're not doing the air show. You're doing a Cornerstone First commercial.
All right. Click their banner on our website or call 202-625-1221. Mention TMOS and receive a free appraisal at closing. That plane could do over.
Out!
Poppy!
Get out! Out! You're done. I'll finish. Sorry. CornerstoneFirst.com. 202-625-1221. Licensed in Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and Florida. Cornerstone First Financial, making sure that you have the ability to explore every opportunity in the best and smartest way possible.
You shouldn't have brought him in.
I appreciate that. I don't know. He's
not very good. Oh, boy.
Do you realize that these airplanes require all this maintenance to come out with things to play? Hey, are you having trouble hearing the jet engines because I'm talking? the entire time because I want my voice to be heard on the PA system.
Jesus Christ.
I like the way he said batter.
Well, no, I'm just trying to watch an air show with my kid,
Yeah.
and there are these giant loudspeakers, and this guy is literally ejaculating the entire time that the thing is going on. It's just total him. And I know that's what they do with these air shows.
You know the type, though.
Yeah. Well, and I think there are people that go to these air shows that want to hear the statistics about
Yeah, but then there's the guys that just want to hear. A lot of them are high school football announcers.
Yeah, turn on the closed captioning.
You don't linger too long, though, when you're doing your thing, do you?
No, I keep
you
it
don't
brief.
sit
Keep
there
it
and
brief.
flap your gums
No.
too long. So T-ball this weekend, another chance for me to feel out of place, and I looking forward to it, but it's all about my kid. So this
How
week will be...
excited is he? Because he has the experience playing hockey and the skating lessons, so he's done some organized sports.
I've taken him to a driving range. I have taken him to hockey practice where he learns how to skate. I have not touched a bat or a ball, and this is going to be all
batting
prep.
cage.
But I am ready because I remember this from my previous incarnation as a dad when Catherine actually way back when she was little, she played T-ball, and I am ready for the entertainment because there is flat out. Let me tell you, parents out there, I am an experienced father because this is my second time at the rodeo. I've lived on this planet many years. If you are in T-ball and you are going into this experience, and I will straighten parents out if they are. If you're going in thinking this is going to be an athletic competition, you are sorely mistaken. This is going to be
Little kids.
Saturday fun follies.
Yep.
This is going to be kids in the outfield taking their glove off and sitting down and looking at birds while the batter's at the plate. This is not, if you are going into
Looking
this
at flowers
thinking
in the outfield.
this is it,
Yeah.
and Rob, if you love kids as you do I do, it's just I'm beyond excited. I am bordering on being thrilled. And I don't think at that level you're usually cool with the mommies and the daddies.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's possible you're going to get the Benjamin, look at the ball. Benjamin, there's instruction.
It's Florida,
because,
though.
But Florida's chill,
Yeah, I was
Oscar.
gonna say
Florida is
Florida
super chill.
sports. I'm not talking
Florida
about
sports might
Florida
not be
sports.
chill.
A different world. It's year round. It's competitive. You think it's crazy when people travel around the DC area for their travel teams?
Yeah. Well, it's all travel teams
Yeah,
till
well,
they
in
get to a certain level.
Florida, you are traveling and you're playing with the best of the best in the country.
Yeah. And don't screw up the orange wedges.
And it starts with the T-ball. Hot
Well,
moms. I bet there's people hot moms everywhere. I take that.
So there's that.
Thank you for putting that.
Yeah,
His best buddy's playing on the team, so I'm cool. I think it's.
What's
gonna
his
be
best
fine.
buddy's name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Oh, that he
Yeah.
mentioned him when we spoke to him. That's
Yeah,
great.
Ryan. He likes Ryan, and
Does
Ryan's dad.
Does Bella ever chase Ryan?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's hysterical. Ryan is the face of Ireland. He looks like if a little boy could say, you look like you could easily walk over and say, "Hello, Ryan." He say, "Well, hello, Mr. Robert. How are you doing today?" He's got that kind of, "Yes, sir, Michael and I are going out to the fights." But anyway, he's a great kid, wonderful kid, and I am just looking forward to the Little League sports.
Where are you in the T-ball process? Has he been assigned to a team yet?
Last night he was he got his coach, and his coach was going to, I think, give us the specific time on Saturday where we have to be there. But Saturday, this is what I've pined for. This is what I'm looking forward to.
Does he have a uniform yet?
No, he's going to be getting. I think he's getting the instructions on where he has to get his uniform.
Still remember when Robert first got his basketball uniform, and you look at it and it's so cute, you scream. You literally scream.
I
It's
just
so
think
cute.
This is so cool, and Oscar's right. It does get to the point if they get along there. What are you chuckling? What are you like? Let me see what what
Rob is making me laugh.
Why is
Rob making
scream?
You'll
scream. You'll scream. You'll scream when I hit you with my car.
It's the same scream when he sees a mouse.
I'll give Rob a softball here. Rob, you think there's any reason Pony's not tracking with this discussion?
Well, he doesn't look at sports. He doesn't understand them. He one time went to a locker room, but it was simply a wrong turn.
And when he sees babies, he eats them.
Yes, but they're so good.
He buys
They're
his
so
T-ball.
tasty.
He buys his T-ball at H Mart. It's an actual ball of tea.
Yeah, you get a T-ball and you get an octopus, and you go home and eat and drink.
That's right. By
That's the way it
yourself,
goes.
unless you count the porcelain women.
We're not going to share.
Well, I will be having many, many stories, hopefully, on
Can't
Monday's
wait.
show about T-ball. I'm looking
And
forward to it.
beware,
Should be
because
fun.
you may be the parent that others hate. You could become that parent.
I think I'm going to be in the background. I'm not going to
Well,
be.
sure,
I'm
at the
not going to be
beginning.
over. Well, I didn't want to be a coach. I didn't want to be a coach because I'm hobbling around still, and I just didn't want to do that. So I just.
Well,
I'm gonna
T-ball
enjoy
would be
it.
the best thing to coach. Because
I'll tell you one thing.
Little run.
I will pursue a perfect attendance record. Though.
Yes.
I will pursue a perfect attendance record because I'm going to be there. Unlike I was for my other kids. No, it's going to be fun.
Carla, wheel me up.
Wheel me up. Yep. Hey, what a great game that was. And who's that next to Carla? Is that Mr. Potter? Anyway.
He's 30 for 30. He's going to be one of those vans that has been converted.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, he's like, we spent so much time in Dad's conversion van.
You'll be the only one in Florida at the game, Mike, with a blanket on your lap.
Like he'll be 13 playing, he'll be 13 playing Little League, and they'll all be at the pizza joint having their pizza after the game, and it's just like, okay, where's Mike? Oh, Jesus, we left him at the field. We'll take a break and come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Fantastic, exciting, new, does twice the work in half the time. It's Ponyboy 3000. If you have TMOS trouble, he'll fix it before you can say sugar glider. He solves every problem, retrieves any password, defrags any disk. It's Ponyboy 3000. He speaks, he smokes, he moves at the speed of sound. The Ponyboy 3000, always ready to assist you. Ponyboy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Get ready for the fun.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Amazon.
Ooh. Are you scared? Are you scared?
Halloween is fast approaching, and Amazon is your haunted headquarters. All the boys and ghouls are shopping through Amazon. Cool kids like Mike Harrell. He bought a ghostly garbage disposal and had Amazon arrange its installation by haunted handyman. Way! Lindsay Cosley bought satanic bike shorts and an herb stripper. An herb stripper?
Yeah. That must
Wow.
be for like a bachelorette party.
That's that's possessed by the evil spirit of Chef Tell. Chef Tell. That's going back a long way.
PM Magazine, Mike.
Rob Burnham bought the Incredible Hulk on Blu-ray, the most sinister of all the video formats. And Brian Trubicki bought a fleshlight. No rewriting necessary to make that horrifying. That's
solid purchase.
Is that real?
It's the gift that keeps
Yeah.
on giving.
Amazon has costumes, candy, and all the horrifying
Dishwasher
paraphernalia
safe.
that your haunted heart desires. Shopping Amazon through our portal changes nothing for you, means the world to this show. Do your shopping at Amazon and let Rob know what you're getting.
Please
You
do.
could be featured on an upcoming Amazon commercial.
Tell me
And by
when
the
you
way,
buy your fleshlight.
Yes, tell us when you get your flesh. Hey, keep them coming. I mean,
Hey!
I'm sorry. No,
Hey!
that's wrong. You know what I'm saying. Do it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
News.
Boo. Wowsy woo-woo. There are so many reasons why it sucks we lost Carrie Fisher. Here's one of them. Here's what she did. I'm going to tell the story. I'm not going to lead with this, what she did. She's got a friend. Her name is Heather Ross. In a radio interview in Arizona, she said an Oscar-winning producer, not Harvey Weinstein, basically tried to rape her. She got away from him, but as she was leaving, he told her that her career was over. That's kind of a Weinstein move. Yeah. 2 weeks later, Carrie sent Heather an online message telling her that she brought a Tiffany box wrapped with a white bow to the producer at his office. When Heather asked what Carrie put in the box, she said, quote, "It was a cow tongue from Jerry's famous deli in Westwood with a note that said, 'If you ever touch my darling Heather or any other woman again, the next delivery will be something of yours in a much smaller box.'"
Wow.
Oh, that's sweet. Heather adds, quote, "That's who she was. She spoke out and she put things out there in your face."
Ballsy.
And I was excited to see her featured in the new Star Wars trailer. I hope they're able to use some of the pre-shot footage to make her be in the new Star Wars movie.
Daniel Radcliffe is willing to talk about almost anything in interviews, but here's one thing he'd prefer not to be asked about, and that has nothing to do with Harry Potter. This is I love actors that say this because it should be said more often. He doesn't like to talk about how hard it is to be an actor. Here's his quote: "No one wants to hear actors talk about how hard shoots are. It's one of my pet peeves. I think the classic example of it is always boxing movies, and the actor is talking about how intense it is to train." think Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, but, people are boxers. Boxers exist. It's not a thing that makes us special. I want to be careful with stuff like that. In his upcoming movie Jungle, Daniel plays a man who got stranded in the Amazon and lasted 3 weeks without a knife, a map, or any kind of survival training. Daniel said he feels weird talking about the lengths he went to in bringing the character to life because he was going home and staying in a hotel every night.
Yeah.
Whereas the
cool.
guy he was playing actually lived it, and that was hard. And that makes me, with that quote,
Love him.
which I don't think was premeditated, makes me want to go out and watch the movie because I cannot. That we share that pet peeve when you see. It's not necessarily Wahlberg, but it's the director. I think he directed the movie about the oil rig that blew up, and they love to talk about how tough it was and how tough these guys were, and they kind of equate themselves with that, and it's BS. You're playing a part.
Even when he was a little kid, Daniel Radcliffe seemed really grounded. He seemed like a sensible kid, so I like hearing that.
That sounds like an interesting movie, too. A lot has been made about how Russian troll factories attempted to influence the 2016 presidential election, but we haven't really heard how these Russians learned so much about the American political system. Well, Yahoo has a new report that digs into a troll factory in St. Petersburg, and the people who worked there said that they were required to watch House of Cards on Netflix.
Really?
Whoa.
The place was called the Internet Research Agency, and it targeted Americans in the comments section of popular websites with messages slamming Hillary Clinton. A guy named Maxim says, quote, "At first we were forced to watch the House of Cards in English. It was necessary to know all the main problems of the U.S. tax problems, the problem of gays, sexual minorities, and weapons."
Wow.
Doesn't that sound like a Russian quote?
It does.
He said they'd often start by jumping into the comment sections, trying to rock the boat, and their success was graded by how many likes they got.
Wow.
I hope we learn more about this because this to
Surgical.
me this is so fascinating.
Modern
It is
spying.
but it's amazing how easily manipulated we all were. I
Also,
can't wait to hear more.
if all these trolls online are Ruskies,
Yeah.
we're the rubes.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the total rubes. But I have a thirst for this. I want to hear more and more and more. Today is national. This is very exciting for all of us. Well, some of us, I should say. It's National Pasta Day.
Hey, Olive Garden.
That's so nice for you.
Yeah, go eat pasta today. Carbo load. Go ahead. A website called National Today ran a survey about our pasta eating habits, which I find extremely valuable to this program in honor of the day. Here's what they found. 75% of us eat pasta at least once a week, and 5% eat it daily. I probably would not be included in the 75%. I probably wouldn't be in that group.
3 times a week?
No, I don't think it's 3 times a week.
No, I don't eat it as
He
much.
doesn't eat it that much.
Come on. I like it, though.
Sure, macaroni.
When's the last time you've been to, what is it, Bupa the Beppo?
Bupa de Beppe.
Buca de Beppo, not since we've been down here.
Okay.
So I haven't been
Take
to
it all
Buca de
back.
Beppo. Thank you very much. Wait a minute, though. I did eat pasta down here since we've been down here, but I didn't
Did
go to
they
Buca
serve
de
noodle
Beppo.
with your fish?
Huh?
Did they serve any noodle with your fish?
Rice.
Rice, pilaf?
Rice and mixed vegetables. 2.8% of us
Lots
never
of
eat
butter.
pasta. Is there anyone in the room that never eats pasta? I don't think. Plenty of spaghetti night, right?
Yeah.
The most popular pasta dish is cavatappi. That's mussels and fish sauce.
That's the most popular?
Nah, just kidding. It's spaghetti.
What are you doing?
Anyway, they'll just
crazy, you.
joke set up. And the most popular sauce?
Red.
Marinara.
Marinara, yes. It got 52% of the vote. Alfredo sauce came in second. Thanks, number 5, thanks to that love of Alfredo sauce, 2/3 of people say they'd rather eat fettuccine Alfredo than mac and cheese. Include me in
True.
that.
I'd be in.
100%.
Not if it's good mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I forgot your tater tot man, of course. You prefer mac and cheese over a good fettuccine Alfredo?
All
You
things
really?
equal? Yeah, I think so.
Wow, okay.
Also,
But,
Alfredo sauce is not great with the colitis. Maybe that's it.
Okay. 9 out of 10 people prefer lasagna to baked ziti.
Of course.
I might be a baked ziti guy. My pasta habits
They're
are
very
unique.
similar.
You can mess up baked ziti so easily.
So what? No FNCD now?
The whole tray?
Researchers in Belgium just found that Wi-Fi isn't safe.
Uh-oh.
Pony!
There's a bulletin.
Hey, you made Pony laugh.
Yeah.
Pony, every Wi-Fi network in the world uses a security protocol that has a flaw. Every single one. Hackers could use that flaw to intercept any data you send from your computer to your phone. So what can you do? Not much. It's like changing passwords. We'll fix this. It won't. We're kind of at the mercy of the companies and organizations that regulate the Wi-Fi. Until then, you can avoid public networks and stay at the one home on your home because your router should have a little extra security to protect you. Is that true that your individual routers have a little extra security?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I wouldn't
but
think so.
I mean, this is true of pretty much everything in the security world where, like, everything is safe until all of a sudden it's not at all safe anymore, and you just have to kind of hang back until things get updated.
Mike? Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, okay, very good. But if you want to go,
I blacked out.
Good.
ZD.
If you want to go more extreme, plug your computer into your router directly. That's it. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Yeah,
That's the way it
Pony.
says. Yeah. Holy Equifax, back man. And now, a little something. A 40-year-old guy named Donald Jenkins Jr. He's from Shenandoah, Pennsylvania. He figured out that his 20-year-old daughter was at a Motel 6 with her boyfriend over the weekend. Oh, no. And he wasn't happy about it.
Motel 6.
So he tracked them down. Don't break the rule. He tracked them down, busted into the room, and shot his daughter's boyfriend in the groin.
Oh, no!
Yeah, in the groin. In the groin.
Jesus.
He shot her in the groin. That's kind of nasty. There's no word. The guy was treated at a hospital. No word on his condition. Donald is on the run right now. He's wanted for attempted homicide and aggravated assault. The owner of the Motel 6 believes that Donald may return to the scene of the crime, and he doesn't want him to worry because he said they'll leave the light on for him. I'm sorry. Get it? That's Motel 6, right? Is that what that is? Thank you, Oscar. I like that one too. We'll leave the light on for you. Thank you very much. We'll take a break. Come back with the audio vault. Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Let's get to know our friend at KCJJ, Jim Hunter. Jim is the morning news guy and wacky sidekick on the Captain Steve Platter Patrol morning show. He also is the afternoon DJ on 99 Plus KFMH Pirate Radio. His silky warm voice and pleasant on-air demeanor have made him a radio favorite for years. And ladies, he's single.
Look out.
But best of all, he's a big part of the mighty 1630 KCJJ, the terrestrial flagship broadcast home of the Mike O'Mara Show since 2009. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, KCJJ. You're the best.
1630 KCJJ.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. The best thing about TMOS listeners, they're like family, big, dysfunctional, wonderful, odd family. If you have a product to advertise or a message to spread, the best place to do it might be right here. Think of all the members of your extended TMOS family that you'll be reaching. Let the Mike O'Mara Show get your message out so thousands of like-minded folks can hear it and act on it. You'll reach thousands of relatives you didn't even know you had. It's easy to get your message out. Just email us at sales@mikeomarashow.com. Big or small business, you will be treated like family. Again, that's sales@mikeomarashow.com. Let us spread your word. And now, without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for today, Tuesday, October 17th, 2017.
He's had a bit of a rough go, but Kevin Hart is still very funny, even though he was caught canoodling, Oscar's word.
Yes.
And so they actually built on that. He's doing a new tour, and the promo for the tour actually spotlights the fact that he's a cheater.
You've been behaving like a miscreant. Foolhardy, baby. Downright stupid if you ask me.
Call him irresponsible.
Give me one example of me being irresponsible. Boy, we're talking about you in that car with that girl in Miami. I don't even know who she is.
Call him immature.
What about Las Vegas? You, man.
Call him what you want. Just don't count him out.
Since y'all want to say I'm irresponsible, then I'm going to show you irresponsible. We're going back on tour.
Kevin Hart Irresponsible Tour. Tickets on sale this Friday.
I mean, I would
You got to give him credit for embracing it.
Kind of clever.
Yes.
Kind of clever.
And
I
it's
just don't,
funny.
He is a funny stand-up.
Yes.
And you know what? He is tackling it head on.
Also, he's so short. I want to know that even short guys are doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless him.
You know, and I think he's compensating a little bit, right?
Yeah,
That's why he's
got to
probably
make that
trying
money
to
back for that big ring.
Yeah, he bought
jump
the
on
big
everything that
ring.
moves.
Big ring.
That's it.
All right, Mike, here's a noise for you.
Very you go.
All this week, Paul Schaefer sitting in with Jimmy Kimmel's band as they play in Brooklyn.
He's a legendary music man who for 33 years was the kick at David Letterman's side, sitting in all this week with the Free Jones. Please welcome Mr. Paul Schaefer.
I'm thrilled, Jimmy. Thank you, everybody.
God bless Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm here all week. I'm doing what we call in show business a mini residency. My mini residency. All week I'll be with you, sir.
Well, thank you for being our mini resident.
All right.
That's it.
Let me just say this. There's no question. I want everybody to be aware of what they're watching here, okay? Yeah. For a long time, this stuff had to sort itself out. You got Colbert. As soon as there's another election, that's gonna regulate.
Yeah. Sure.
You got Fallon, who was really the emperor with no clothes and has been exposed because the ratings are starting to, skyrocket on these. Then you throw in Jimmy Kimmel, who is combining the social commentary and still being extraordinarily funny. And my prediction is, with this heir apparent stuff, this late night world, if you respect history, I think it bodes well for you. And Kimmel, I really believe, is like skyrocketing to the top of this heap because he's the whole package.
I'm so
and
glad
I
you're
think it
saying
couldn't
this.
happen to a better guy.
Because you know who's on tonight?
Who's on?
David Letterman.
See, that's it.
That's
and
it,
Letterman's
right? He'll
not
kill
going
it.
on anybody else
No.
because the other two guys, look, you can say positive things about Jimmy Kimmel. He's great when he plays the preschool instruments.
Yeah, baby instruments.
You can talk about Stephen Colbert.
Jimmy
and,
Fallon, you mean?
Jimmy Fallon when he plays the preschool instruments. When you see Colbert, he's kind of the one note thing with the political. But Jimmy, his social commentary is
real.
Because it's rare.
Yeah.
And when he picks a fight, it's from his gut.
Yeah.
And I've always,
great.
Oscar, you went to that show. You saw a taping of that show.
Even the way they treat the guests and the audience, it's not like anything I've ever seen before. It really is
just
come
evolve
and hang, and you're part of the show, be part of the party. And they're working, mind you. Can you imagine? Mike, you hate people coming to the studio. The man's got an entire party in back of his show.
Yeah. In back of his show. Absolutely.
And then he's got to come through and act like he's not annoyed by everyone being hammered and having a great time.
This will not mean much to many, but it will mean much to some. He is a broadcaster.
He's a total broadcaster.
And that's what you don't see anymore.
And former DJ.
Yeah.
And I root for Kimmel because Kimmel respects the guys that came before him. That's it. His tribute to Don Rickles, I have watched 50 different times because it's so wonderful. It's just beautiful.
Isn't it rare, Mike, that people that should hate other broadcasters, like even the Howard Sterns of the world, have such esteem for Kimmel? That they really go out of their way to say this guy is so thoughtful. He's such a genuine person.
He's genuine, and then the funny, the staff, right? The writing staff, because he seems to have. I'd love to know the ins and outs of that and stuff. How many guys he's gotten. By the way, they're all good. There's so much talent in late night, but Jimmy Kimmel is, I think,
step above.
He's actually separating himself from the pack.
I can only speak for a few years ago when I was in constant contact with one of the writers for Jimmy that had a podcast, right? Because we used to talk all the time. He does something else now, but I remember sitting there and we'd go back and forth, and I never wanted to fanboy out about what he did.
Sure.
But it's phenomenal to hear how, or at least he used to tell me when they used to go in the writing room, that most of these guys, while they might be writing for a late night show, they have 10 other projects they're working on, right? Because one of them will break out.
Right.
But collectively, you don't have to stay on that writing staff forever. Like, you can leave anytime you want, but some of his guys have been there forever.
Yeah. Because it's such a great gig.
Yeah.
Just to see a wonderful idea implemented with all those resources and to see it done well. And, just Jimmy Kimmel has been, I love the fact that he's honoring, I hope the ratings go through the roof this week.
When
you're honoring Paul Schaefer and stuff. And I'm here to say, I'm not a regular, it's been a long time since I have recorded the series of these late night guys. And I'm here to tell you today is the beginning. I'm a Kimmel guy, and I will be watching it regularly.
So rare that we would line up like this. I double-clicked record last night. I'm now
because I love the nostalgia. I love the nostalgia. Late night TV is nostalgia, folks.
I have not seasoned past a late night show since Dave retired.
Poor Conan.
Yeah. Conan,
TBS.
Yeah.
Lost over there.
Conan is
with reruns of Gilligan's Island.
I mean,
Conan is unfortunately off to oblivion when he went over to TBS.
Yeah.
Is that where he is
Yeah.
now? I don't even know where he is.
It's
but
TBS.
He a lot of money to soften that though.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him, but I
He's
feel
doing
bad
okay.
that he's so talented. Sometimes.
Wouldn't it be great I'd love to see Kimmel
stumble on
and,
there.
No, see, I love Seth Meyers. I think he does a
Seth
good show.
Meyers
I do
rules.
too. I do too.
The big three to me would be Conan, Seth Meyers, and Jimmy Kimmel.
And of course James Corden.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you, no. Thank you very much.
We're going to ride in the car now.
Yes. Yeah. Tricks.
Tricks. Exactly.
You're not funny, you do tricks.
Give
If you're
it.
not writing comedy, you do gags.
All right.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
You're right.
Jimmy Fallon, if you're not really funny, and he's not. He's not. He coasted on the new and the young, and that doesn't hold up.
We're going to do thank you notes.
So it'll be fun to see what he does with Paul Schaefer. Good for you, Jimmy Kimmel.
Love it. All right, let's close with
I'm a big
this.
fan.
You know who's still funny? Amy Schumer. Let's close with Amy Schumer.
I had a really cool weight gain last winter. Like, has anyone ever had the kind of weight gain where, like, your coats don't fit? You can't be like, ah. And especially, like, we're so blessed with the internet that people give you constant feedback on your looks. And so, but sometimes it kind of backfires, I think, on the trolls, because the other day somebody tweeted about me, Amy Schumer's body looks like a bag of mashed potatoes. And I was like, okay, now I need mashed potatoes.
That's your magic audio vault. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.
I love that. That's it, people. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TMOS. Don't forget to update our brand new app today and unlock the live 24/7 TMOS stream. And by the way, folks, we're less than a month away from New Orleans,
Much less than a month.
Louisiana. Much less than a month. Looking forward to seeing you. Hey, want to send out a shout out to Steve Bridges and his wife Jan. And we're thinking of you guys today. Prayers to your family, and have a successful day. And really, Steve, you're a good guy. We love you. All messages for our weekly mailbag can be sent to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Mailing address TMOS, Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thanks for listening. Join us again for the best part of your day, the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.